We are live.
Good. I almost said good morning. Good evening. JJW Sports Talk. I'm your host, Will the Thrill, and along with me is my man Josh. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Rough week in football, that's for sure.
Oh, ain't
Uh,
that the truth?
Especially with some of our picks. With a lot of our picks, I know we struck out on a lot. But before we even get into that, some breaking injury news. Well, not really breaking, but everybody probably saw Tyreek Hill go out last night. He dislocated his knee and is done for this season.
Yep.
He's
Knee
gonna
and
have to get
ACL.
He's gonna have to get multiple surgeries to get it fully fixed. They're hoping for just a year. It may be 2 years, and it still could be career ending.
Yeah.
So best wishes to Tariq. Hope he pulls through this and is able to come back next year.
I mean, he was the fastest player in NFL history, if not the fastest.
At some point, yeah. Also, the New York Giants have lost their top receiver, Malik Nabeers,
Yeah.
with a torn ACL, has to get surgery and will be out for the year.
These ACLs, man, these ACLs.
Yeah, I saw that Hill injury. That was nasty.
That was nasty.
I watched it. Ugh, no. Ugh.
That's a major blow for any Miami Dolphins fans.
Yes, definitely.
But we'll see when we talk about the matchups on how everything ended up.
Yep.
So, as you know, this is your place for all sports. We do break down some news as well as do a lot of reviews and our little inputs on a few things. So, if you don't agree with us, that's the whole thing about talking. You just spit out your opinions in the comments below and just let us know what you think.
Yep, and if you are there, as you're commenting too, please give us a like on the on it, because the more interaction, the higher up it will put us on the pushes to people.
The pushes on people.
The pushes to more people. The pushes to people, I said.
Okay. I'm just busting your chops.
So I guess we'll start with Thursday night football. The Seahawks going to Arizona, pulling out the win 23-20. And I believe we both went with the Seahawks on that one.
Yes,
so that wasn't a big surprise.
No, but I mean, to win by 3 in Arizona, and it is a division game. Like we said, division games are always going to be close because nobody knows you better than your opponents that you see twice.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And makes those games much more meaningful as well, too, if you really think about it.
Yep.
Okay, as he said, that was Thursday night's game. We both did say the Seahawks. Yeah, I can't believe I'm stuttering on the Seahawks. Oh, man. All right, so we got the Pittsburgh Steelers who traveled overseas.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. To take on the Minnesota Vikings. Steelers prevailed 24-21.
Still a good game. And remember that.
Yeah, that was like early in the morning if you caught it.
Yeah, it started at 9:30 Eastern.
Yep.
And remember, the Vikings are with Carson Wentz, which is their backup, not even their starter playing, and they stayed that close with the Steelers.
Yeah, and he did pretty good from what it's seen. I mean, he still threw 2 interceptions, but he did throw 2 touchdown passes.
Yeah. Hey, no one's perfect.
No. The Detroit Lions were home against the Cleveland Browns. 34-10. It's Detroit, man. Detroit's getting back to the rhythm that they had last season, and that's what made them dangerous.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to play them right now.
I don't.
Not at all.
Blame you. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Continue on. As he mentioned before, the wide receiver got injured for the New York Giants, but the Giants surprised a lot of people, beating the Chargers to give them their first loss, 21-18.
It's also the Giants' first win with their rookie quarterback. They did sit Russell and started. Was it Dart?
Dart.
Is that his last name? Yeah,
Dart. Yep.
And I watched a little bit of that game. He looked good for a rookie. I'll give him that.
Like the offense really did give him the opportunities to make the plays too. So give credit to that line to keep him up and able to go.
Yep.
Now we got this one wrong. Washington traveled to Atlanta, Georgia, and lost to the Falcons 34-27. Wasn't too big of a game, but a loss is still a loss. And yeah, I think we both picked the Commanders, or I'd like to say the Redskins.
Yeah, we both definitely did, and definitely did not see that coming. But I guess after getting shut out, you kind of maybe we should have expected the Falcons to come out hungry and nasty. But I wasn't expecting that.
No, not at all. Patriots with a slobber knocker on the Panthers, 42-13. That's a college score, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I believe did we both go Panthers on that?
No.
Or did we both go Patriots?
I think we both went Patriots.
Okay. And we should probably start writing these down so we remember who we picked.
Yes.
But that's the fun of it. That's the fun of it.
That's the fun of it. If we're wrong, we're wrong. If we're right, we're right. Well, we were right on this one, as much as you hate to admit it. Eagles 31, Buccaneers 25. First team to go back-to-back on special team blocks.
Yes.
Of the season.
And even though I'm not an Eagles fan and I picked them, I remember somebody being doubtful that their team could pull this off.
I just knew we had a tough trip. I'm never going to fully doubt them, but it's nothing's a cakewalk.
I'll never say anything's a cakewalk neither. But yeah, they pulled it off, and I know AJ Brown posted his thing on Twitter, the Bible verse that has something to do about being forgotten and stuff like that. You know how he is, trying to bring attention because he didn't get a lot of passes.
No, but he also got to understand,
no, he does.
When you're one of the top receivers, teams target you, but you open it up for everybody else because they're so focused on you. And when you do get the ball, you're not going to get the ball every single down. And the way he complains is he needs to have that. No, he's not probably looking that way, knowing it. But when when you're free, he's going to let it fly to you.
Well, you got to remember, there's been other receivers like that too. T.O.
Yeah. He wants those incentives.
Yep.
And I don't blame him for that. He wants his money. All right. Texans shut out the Tennessee Titans. 26-0. Donuts.
Didn't see that coming.
Texans their first win of the season.
Yes. And you went with the Texans. I did not. I went with the Titans, especially with the way the Texans have been playing lately. So, yeah. Definitely did not expect a 0 from them.
But, I kind of feel bad because it's with Cam Ward, first year, being quarterback he's a rookie.
Yeah.
For heaven's sakes, to not give him any tools or even draft to get the tools, now you just got to fine-tune things. But just keep in mind, most teams that have bumpy roads like this, they turn it around. And, they did finish 8-8 last season. So,
oh yeah,
still got 14 more games left to play.
Something like that, yeah.
See, anything can happen on any given Sunday. That's why I always say.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills 31-19 taking on the New Orleans Saints here in Buffalo. I'm saying here like we're in Buffalo. Sheesh.
Nah, definitely not there. But yeah, seen that one. That's no surprise.
No surprise. The Colts, though, I think we both picked the Colts, if I'm not mistaken. They lost to the Los Angeles Rams 20-27.
Still a good game.
Season, huh?
Still a good game. Yeah, in the first loss.
This game wasn't like a blowout, wasn't like a shutout. It was a close one.
Hey, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And did you pick Jacksonville or did you go with the 49ers too?
I believe I went 49ers too because they've been pulling it out.
Yeah, with all the injuries and stuff, but they did lose to Jacksonville 26-21. Got to keep in mind both teams are used to that warm, hot weather, so that wasn't a factor for them.
And the crazy part is they got Purdy back for this game and they lost.
Yeah.
Now I know after the game he was saying something about soreness of his toe during the game and stuff. Still, turf toe is very hard to come back from. Look at Deion Sanders in the 90s. It took him almost a season and a half before he was right with a turf toe.
Well, you got to be comfortable, especially when you're using your feet.
Yeah.
And being on grass and then AstroTurf or that carpet grass, it's not easy.
No.
All right. Now, this was somewhat of a surprise. The Baltimore Ravens losing to the Kansas City Chiefs 20-37.
Yes, but also got to remember the whole second half, pretty much they played without Lamar.
Yep.
Something with his hamstring.
It was Cooper Rush, wasn't it?
Cooper Rush was at the backup. Yep. They have not released anything about how bad Lamar's injury was yet. Still, I've been checking, trying to find out. I haven't seen anything. So maybe he's. So I guess he's okay. Maybe it was just a pull that took him out for that game. A couple of days off, and he should be good. Hopefully, we'll see.
We will see. Okay, the Chicago Bears took on the Las Vegas Raiders. And the Bears pulled it off with 1 point, 25-24.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And our first tie of 2025, the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys, 40-40. High-ass scoring game. I don't think anybody thought 80 points would have been the total score.
And be a tie.
Yeah.
I will say this, and I'm happy and not happy at the same time about this. Parson only got credited with one sack the whole game and really didn't have an effect on the game, even though I really wanted him to, but being a Dallas fan, I didn't want him to. So that's a good, like I said, good and bad, because like I said, I wanted him to have a good breakout game versus him just to prove a point. But they were ready for him. They shut him down. I'll give him that. And the sack that he did get credit for is very close to not being a sack. So, hey, I think he stole one there.
Yeah. In our Monday night games, and this is the game that he got injured on, Tyreek Hill, Miami Dolphins did pull out the victory 27-21 against the New York Jets. Both of the they didn't have a win. So until Miami, one of them was going to get a W, and that was Miami.
Yeah, they were pulling it out. I was watching that game a little bit last night. I was flipping back and forth. That game was actually kind of fun to watch because it was close. As we will talk about it in a second, but that other game was god awful boring. God awful boring.
And speaking of that game he was talking about, the Denver Broncos 28-3 against the Cincinnati Bengals.
And the crazy part is the Bengals scored that 3 points on the very first drive of the game, and then did nothing else the rest of the game. Why is that?
Shame. And it just shows taking out like your franchise quarterback and not having that true leadership really does make a big difference.
But I will say this:
the team just looks lost. They really do look lost.
They do, but I will say when I was watching that game, the young guy didn't look bad, but you can tell he was young.
Yeah,
and
he definitely got rocked though.
Oh, he got rocked quite a few times, but they also got they got penalties called on that stopped him too. When he would get in a groove, they would mess up somehow with penalties or something like stupid. So it is what it is. Hopefully they get. I don't know how long Burrows is out. Well, hopefully they get him back soon.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah, definitely. So that wraps up last week's scores and everything like that. I guess move on to our picks for this week. Starting with Thursday night, we have the 49ers going to the Rams.
Division rivals.
I'm
going
to
all my 49er friends, but I'm going to go with the Rams for this one.
Yeah, I'm going. I was thinking that too, going with the home team, the Rams. I don't know. I think the 49ers magic might be gone for right now. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going Rams also.
Okay. The Vikings travel to Cleveland.
No, they're not in Cleveland. I think they're overseas.
Still overseas? Another one? Oh.
Because they're playing at 9:30.
Yeah,
in the morning.
In the morning, so it is overseas. My apologies.
Yeah, they're at the Northumberland Development Project. So I think they're in England this time.
Yeah. I want to say they were in Dublin last week. They're moving down this week
to the UK. Yeah, I think they're in the UK this week.
Yeah. So the Vikings are still over there, taking on the Cleveland Browns. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Josh, I think you're going to say Vikings too for this one.
Yes. Yes, I'm definitely going Vikings.
Especially if
definitely going Vikings.
Joe Flacco back there.
Yeah.
The Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Colts.
I'm going Colts.
Yeah.
Raiders, they got some stuff going on.
That's another one that's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but they've been having stuff going on for like a few years now, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. It's crazy.
All right, now here's an interesting test for Dart. The Giants taking on New Orleans Saints. Will the Saints get their first victory, or will Dart continue 2-0 if he pulls this out?
I want the Saints, but I just don't see it happening right now.
You know what? I'm going to throw it. I'm going to say the Saints will pull this out.
But I'll stick with my Saints because I can't have the Giants winning now, too. There's already enough going on in our division. They're supposed to be the weak guys. Stay down there.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Your Dallas Cowboys traveling to New York Jets.
We should be able to pull this one out. Hopefully we pull it out. So I'm going Cowboys.
Hope. That's right. Hope. All right. Denver Broncos are traveling to Philly to take on the Eagles. Sean Payton's been talking about that tush push that, it's the safest play in history, he said. Something like that. But he's not afraid of it. He's one of the coaches that was actually for the tush push.
Oh yeah, he's never been against. He's never been with them trying to ban it just because coaches didn't like it. Go Eagles. As much as I keep hating it, I gotta go Eagles for right now. Gotta ride it.
Yeah. The Miami Dolphins heading to Carolina.
Oh boy.
This is a toss-up.
It becomes even harder with the Dolphins without Hill.
Yep. But you never know. Someone might take the opportunity and step up. That's always the nice thing about that.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Dolphins. I think they can pull it out versus Carolina.
Yeah, I'll agree with you on that. 61% is saying Dolphins. So I'm going with the population. All right.
Yep.
The Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Baltimore.
Yeah, I got faith in Cooper Rush. No, it's not going to be as fancy, but I think you still got Henry in the backfield, and Andrews is still there as the tight end.
Well, because it's not even said that Lamar won't play this Sunday. He still may play. They haven't ruled him out or anything yet. So
right.
I'd still go over Ravens. Even with Cooper Rush, I'd still go Ravens. That's what I'm saying.
Even if Cooper Rush does end up playing, you still got Henry, and you still got a lot of weapons on offense. The defense is their problem really this year. They can't stop nobody.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that Baltimore used to be famous for is their defense. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers heading to Seattle.
Buccaneers, let's go.
He said Buccaneers, let's go. Okay, he had confidence behind that one.
Wait, who you picking? You didn't pick nobody.
Oh, I didn't?
You didn't pick the Bucs or Seahawks.
I'm going Bucs.
Okay.
Yeah, Bucs.
Okay. I just want to be sure.
Okay. Detroit Lions heading to Cincinnati.
Do we even need to say it?
I don't think we need to say it. Detroit Lions is for both.
Yep.
Washington Commanders heading to nice Los Angeles Chargers. That's a tough one.
Both coming off losses.
I'm going with the home team for this. I'm going to go with the Chargers.
I'm going to stay with the young boys and go with the Commanders.
Ooh, I think this actually is our first split.
Might be.
Might be. The New England Patriots traveling to Buffalo.
I don't even need to say nothing.
They don't need to say nothing. Josh Allen, Cook.
Yep.
And their Monday Night Football, the Chiefs taking on the Jaguars, both coming off of big wins. I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. They got a dub, but they're gonna probably start getting things in order.
I'm going with the Chiefs because they started looking. They're looking more and more like the Chiefs we're used to seeing. I know they got their one receiver back. That's their deep threat, so that's going to free up space for Kelsey. So we're going to see a different Chiefs coming in this week. So I definitely go with the Chiefs.
Impressive.
And we're going.
Now that we finished our NFL review, sorry, I'm looking at our list.
Well, we can go right into the WNBA since playoffs are tonight, Game 5.
Speaking of what, I'm glad you said that about the WNBA because there's one more team that still has to play before they make it to the finals, and that is the Indiana Fever, taking on the Las Vegas Aces. Series tied. So winner decides who goes to the finals.
Yep, and they will play the Link or the Mercury. They'll play the Mercury.
The Mercury pulled it off, which was surprising.
Now talking about the WNBA has fined the Lynx coach $15,000 for her complaining about the refs. And then one of the players today released a whole statement talking about that the leadership in the WNBA is talking about the commissioner and stuff is a joke, and that challenged them. I don't know if I'm going to say her name right. Nafisi Kohler.
Okay.
Came out with this whole statement. We're not going to get into the whole statement, but it pretty much highlights and says what I just said about her challenging the WNBA leadership with the commissioner and stuff about the refs and everything else like that, and with all this some other stuff going on, and with them finding her coach and stuff.
Well, I mean, see, the reffing is pretty much like human error. You don't see everything, even though you do have maybe 1, 2, or 3, but you're not going to capture every single issue unless the issue is like a major one, like you can't afford to miss it. The other thing, too, because if you compare the WNBA to the NBA, I mean, has cameras all over the place. They have a section not just for reviews and replay and stuff, but they also have a whole headquarters that's viewing every single game and can pinpoint on a decision because you got a head guy sitting in the back that's going to make the verification of that decision if it's tough. So, yeah, WNBA got a long way to go before they even get to that plateau. And I hate to say it, but the viewership is going. I mean, it's improving, and definitely just got to keep a better eye on what they can do.
But that happens in all sports where teams complain about the refs.
Every sport. You're absolutely right.
And I think if you go about it, I don't know exactly how she went about it because I don't follow WNBA like that.
No,
but I know I know we have fans that are probably watching this that are WNBA fans, so I want to be sure we reach out to everybody. So I'm learning stuff. So I don't know exactly what the coach said about the refs and how maybe the wrong way she said it. Because I know that's usually what gets the coaches in trouble. It's not just talking about them, it's the way they say it and stuff like that. So I can't judge if she was wrong, because I didn't watch the game to see what it was. I didn't see exactly what she was complaining about. So I can't say nothing on it. But it happens in all sports where at some point a coach comes out and comes at the refs and attacks them a lot and stuff like that. Like you said, they're human. They make mistakes. Can't see everything, even like you said, with multiple eyes.
Yeah. Okay, that covers the WNBA. Since we did that, NBA preseason is on. The Sixers traveled to I know they've traveled overseas for the first time to take on the Knicks. What is it? Abu Dhabi. Hopefully I said that right.
Something like, I think so. And that's Thursday afternoon.
Yep. You can catch them on your Comcast if you have that. I believe the game is when the game will be aired. And Josh, I'm going to pass it to you for your sport.
So NHL still in the preseason. Not a whole lot going on because it is only preseason. Season starts next week.
Yep.
We start the regular season. I cannot wait. Let's go hockey. Let's go. Now, the one big thing that did happen today for your Minnesota Wild fans is that they re-signed Kiprusoff to an 8-year deal, which is the biggest contract in NHL history at over 8 years, over $136 million. That's averaging to about $17 million a year over the next 8 years. That's bigger than the contract in Ovi.
Yep. I was gonna say, this kid has high hopes.
Ovi has the second biggest. He's good. I've been watching him for years. He's good. Unfortunately, hasn't been on the greatest team over in Minnesota, but they're trying and they keep trying, and I think that's a good deal for them and for him. $17 million a year, guaranteed. Like that's good. 8 years there. I don't know what else is in his contract about trades and stuff like that. We'll find out if it ever comes up.
But that gives him, at least he knows he's not going anywhere unless he gets traded, and he's going to be there for the whole process of when they do get good.
And
remember, Washington Capitals wasn't always one of the toughest teams until they finally got the right pieces there. And I mean, you got one of the best hockey players in the world. I mean, you can officially say that now because when you beat the great one and a record that lasted for God knows how long, yeah, you're considered one of the greats.
Oh yeah, definitely. So he's only 26, I believe, too.
Really?
So 26 or 28, yeah.
So he's got damn, at least he knows he'll be there in his 30s.
Let's see, does this tell his age? Hold on. No, of course, the one I go into doesn't have his age. But he's like 26, 28. He's not that old at all.
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, he's set pretty much the rest of his career, which is good for him. Like I said, nothing really else going on with the NHL with preseason. Another thing, the Flyers traded their one goalie to Columbus a couple weeks ago. Columbus has released him. He is out on waivers, so he can be picked up by another team now.
Wow.
I know the Flyers aren't going to go after him because they're happy with what they got, which is why they traded him away in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see where he ends up. I believe that's all I have for NHL right now. Like I said, with preseason, there's not a whole lot going on, not a lot of trades or anything.
Okay, so we're going to get close to the end with the MLB Hunt for October, where we have the Tigers taking on the Guardians, Cleveland Guardians in the American League. We have the longest rivalry in history with the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. So you have that.
Well, and just so you know, the Tigers and Guardians already played today.
Yeah.
The Tigers won 2-1.
Okay.
So the Tigers are up 1-0 in the series already.
And if I'm not
mistaken, like you said, the Yankees and the Red Sox, they're playing right now. The Yankees are up 1-0. It's the fifth inning just ended.
And that series is the best of 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they all are. Yep.
Yeah. The Reds versus the Dodgers.
They play tonight at 9.
And Padres versus the Cubs.
And the Cubs took the first game today, 3-1 earlier today. So they're up 1-0 in the series. Now, the Phillies
got to bye because they are in one of the top teams in the National League. And the winner of the Reds and Dodgers game is who they face. So if you want to see who they face, definitely pay attention to the Reds and Dodgers series.
And that game, the first game of that series of whoever wins from that to play the Phillies will be Saturday.
Wow. That means they're not playing those games, trying to get through it.
I believe it's Saturday. Let me double check. Hold on. Yes, will be Saturday. Just the time and the teams are to be announced.
Yeah, as long as they don't go to 5 games.
Well, no, I think they had. I think they had it so the 5th game. Hold on. I went too far. I lost it. Nope. Back there. So they play tonight. They play tomorrow. They play Thursday. Also, no, it's best of 4.
Oh, it's the best of 4? How do you do the best of 4?
Or no, best of 5. So hold on.
From September 30th through the 2nd, and then October 4th, which is Saturday, you're right, is when the division game is, and that's where the Phillies is. The Phillies were the 2nd place team.
Oh, no, so it's best of 3, I mean.
Oh, wow, they really did shrink it. Wow, that shows how long it's been since I paid attention.
Yeah, because it only has 3 games, today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So it's best of 3.
Oh, wow. They really did change up the league. They're trying to speed it up.
Well, it's the wild card. I get it. They want to get it to the big series. That really means something. Nothing against the wild cards, but you barely made it in, just like the NFL and stuff like that. It's the truth. You barely. Usually one of the wild cards, whoever's the bottom wild card, barely made it in. Usually.
You're right. You're right.
And I give them credit for doing that, but I don't think you should. And I don't think that for the wild card, it shouldn't be best of 7.
No,
it should be best. Definitely not best of 7. Maybe best of 5 if you're pushing it, but definitely not 7 for the wild card. Because I remember how the NBA used to do it, the first round. I haven't watched the NBA in a while for the playoffs, so I don't know. But I remember the first round was always best of 5, and then the second and the final, whatever, was best of 7. Everything else was best of 7, but the opening round was best of 5 back in the day. I don't know if it still is. I haven't watched the playoffs in a while.
They changed it up because they added the play-in games now for the I want to say for the 7th, 8th.
Pretty much the wild cards.
Yeah.
So
play is one and done, and then you play another one to see which ones gets the 6th or 7th spot. And then you go the 5. I think it's still 5. It could be wrong. I think it's all 7.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't.
Every year it seems like it changed up. So
yeah. Sports are doing a lot lately. It's crazy.
Yes. And any final thoughts or anything that you can think of?
Not really. We covered, even though we did it in shorter time than we usually do. We covered everything.
Yeah, which is crazy, like a record timing too, which was odd.
Well, we went through the football a lot quicker than we usually do.
That's true.
So that's why we got through quicker. So we got division of 5 in baseball.
Okay.
Oh, they have 5 in each division instead of 4.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah.
And update on that: Detroit won 2-1 against Detroit. The Cubs won 3-1 against Seattle. Yeah, and 9:00 is when the Dodgers and the Reds play. Okay.
Yeah.
Top of the 6th, if you want to catch the Yankees and Red Sox, that game is on ESPN. They're right now at the top of the 6th.
Yes, and so Crystal, I do see your comment about LeBron James. All she said was LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Yep, that's all she said.
Okay.
That's typical Crystal. But yeah, we'll definitely have more coming up with NBA and NHL starting. MLB playoffs really get moving. WNBA will be coming to an end soon because they are getting ready to go into. Of course, they're in the playoffs and ready for the finals already.
Yep.
So we'll cover that till that's done. But once hockey and basketball, there'll be a lot because they play so many games in a week. There'll be a lot to talk about.
We'll discuss how we're going to do that since they do play a lot throughout the week, and we're only on Tuesdays for this. So we'll
figure that out.
We'll figure it out. So just bear with us, and we'll have more to talk and discuss about here on JJW Sports Talk.
But also, if you guys have any questions for us, all right, hold on. Here we go. Let's chat. And this is from Crystal. His son is heading to Arizona. Could be hang around to potentially play with him. Talking about LeBron. Because that's one of the reasons he's been hanging around because he wanted to play with his sons. He played with his one already. So there is talk that he's probably going to try to hang around for the other one to come up since he's looking to be coming up probably in the next couple of years.
Well, so he would be 42 when that happens because I don't think that's going to happen next season. He turns 41 this year. So, and the way how the Lakers are playing him, didn't he take that? Well, what was that contract for that extension? Just 1 year? He went into his player option, so he is a free agent after this, I think.
I believe so, but they are
more on Luka, building around Luka, which seems more beneficial for him.
Oh, I don't know what they're planning. We'll see. Because I did hear that. I know his contract. They had to redo his contract and stuff. So we'll see what comes of that. We'll keep an eye on it.
Well,
and I know
LeBron's not happy. I can say that. Am I right, Crystal? He is definitely not a happy camper.
No.
He's not getting the authority power that he once had.
And I know Crystal will keep me informed of what's going on with that for sure. Because she follows everything LeBron. And she's always sure to tell me what's going on.
Mike is still better.
Oh, I agree 100%. We'll have that discussion once basketball season gets started. At some point, that discussion will happen.
Oh, Crystal, I just wanted to say, I had to say it, Crystal.
That discussion will definitely come up once the season gets going, and especially once we get John back with us, which hopefully soon. No, we know he's not a free agent yet.
No.
But I believe he only has 1 year left on it. He's a free agent after this season coming up.
And for those Sixers fans as well, Quentin Grimes, the Sixers and his contract are still far apart. He did not make it to the flight on this trip, and he's in limbo. Most likely because he did not accept that contract deal that the Sixers gave him, he's most likely will try to get a 1 year, and they might not give him exactly what he expected for the 1 year. But that's your Quentin Grimes news as well as Sixers news. And I know his agent is not very happy with this organization right now. Just to throw that out.
Right. We just got me in trouble for tomorrow.
Huh?
Crystal's like, what? I'm in trouble tomorrow. Crystal's like, what? I'll see you tomorrow, Josh, and put fist up. Like fist emojis.
Man.
McLean is injured again also for the Sixers.
Yeah. He had a torn ligament in his thumb.
Yeah. Yep.
He from what the injury is, I think they said he should be out for 4 to 6 weeks. So at least it's not like career
or season ending. Yeah,
he's just going to miss a number of games, but luckily it's because it's preseason. He should be just about ready to come back by then.
Yeah, because they got
pretty much middle of October, maybe the beginning of November. But
Yeah, because they let me see, regular seasons. Yeah, because regular season starts the 21st, so that's 3 weeks. So right about, if anything, he'll miss maybe a week of the regular season.
yeah, which isn't too bad. Plus,
No.
I mean, you want to start off hot, you want to start off right, but remember, 82 games is a long season, so you just want to make sure you're in the right position in the way how the East is looking in the NBA. Anything can happen. NHL wise, if you're a Flyers fan, remember it's a rebuilding season, so please have patience with your Philadelphia Flyers.
I will say this, because of being just a full hockey fan, with this rebuild, they look okay so far in preseason. You can tell they're young and they got some work to do, but they look good for what they are. I'm not saying they're going to make playoffs or anything like that, but I think they're going to surprise people.
In other words, the future could be bright. Just
yes.
Keep faith. And don't forget, always represent your team, no matter who they are, no matter who else is there. It's one of the top discussions you can have with anybody, which is why we're here, and we're glad that you're here with us.
Josh, once hockey season starts, you'll see me wearing my jerseys. I'll wear my Detroit jerseys. Don't worry. But guys, once again, thank you for coming and hanging out with us as always.
Yeah.
Please, I'm glad we're getting people interacting. Please like the stream also, because that boosts us up more and gets us reached out to more people, so that more people can find us and come in here and enjoy it like you guys are. Because we're having a lot of fun doing it. And I know I am. Yeah. I know Will is.
So and we'll be into more heated discussions. Believe that and I'm hyping that up because you never know what the topic might end up turning. And based off some of the questions, thank you, Crystal, it might happen. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to JJW Sports Chats. I'm Will the Thrill.
And I'm Josh. And this is another episode. Thank you for hanging out with us. Peace out, guys. Thanks for coming. My thing's not working. But yeah, thank you. Who is this? One of your friend, I guess. I don't know how to say the name. You can't see the chat, can you? We're still
alive. I cannot. Pop it up on the screen.
You got to start putting
Pop it on the screen. Oh,
there it
Philomena.
So we got him.
Good. Thank you, Phil. And appreciate you.
And then we also got Crystal.
Thank you very much, Crystal.
All right. Thank you guys once again. Thank you for coming. And we'll see you guys next week.
Night.